Welcome back to Sleepy Scares, where American legends drift quietly into your dreams. Tonight's story takes us to Massachusetts, to a stretch of highway known as Route 2A. Locals say it's just a road, but some drivers never forget what they saw. So settle in, turn off your lights, and listen closely. Because sometimes the passenger isn't in your car, she's in your memory. It was late October when Ben drove Route 2A for the first time in years. The road was quiet, just trees, fog, and the occasional flicker of a street lamp. He was heading home from a funeral. His sister, Emily, gone too soon. The grief sat heavy in his chest, the kind that makes silence feel louder. The fog thickened near mile marker 42. His headlights barely pierced it. Then he saw her. She stood on the shoulder, a woman in a pale dress, soaked to the knees. Her hair hung straight, unmoving in the windless night. She didn't wave, didn't flinch. Ben slowed, rolled down the window. "You okay?" he asked. She nodded once, then walked to the passenger side and got in. She stood on the shoulder, a woman in a pale dress, soaked to the knees. Her hair hung straight, unmoving in the windless night. She didn't wave, didn't flinch. Ben slowed, rolled down the window. "You okay?" he asked. She nodded once, then walked to the passenger, sighed and got in. She didn't speak, just stared ahead, hands folded in her lap. Ben glanced at her. She looked familiar, but he couldn't place her. The fog grew thicker. The road narrowed. He tried again. "Where are you headed?" She turned slowly. Her eyes were pale, not empty, just tired. "I was supposed to go home." Ben nodded. "Where's home?" She didn't answer, just looked out the window. Then she whispered, "You missed the turn." Ben's heart skipped. He hadn't seen a turn. He checked the GPS. It blinked, then froze. The fog outside pulsed once, like breath. Ben nodded. "Where's home?" She didn't answer, just looked out the window. Then she whispered, "You missed the turn." Ben's heart skipped. He hadn't seen a turn. He checked the GPS. It blinked, then froze. The fog outside pulsed once like breath. Ben tried again. "What's your name?" She didn't look at him, but she said, "Emily." Ben slammed the brakes. The car skidded slightly. The fog swallowed the road. He turned to her dot. The seat was empty. Ben pulled over, got out, called her name. Nothing. Just fog and silence. He checked the seat, dry, checked the road. No footprints, but on the dashboard, a folded note. "You missed the turn." Ben drove home in silence. That night, he searched Route 2A's history, found stories. Drivers picking up a woman in white, always quiet, always vanishing. Some said she was a hitchhiker who died in the 1970s. Others said she was grief itself, appearing only to those who'd lost someone. One article mentioned a man who saw her after his daughter's funeral. She said the same thing. "You missed the turn." Ben drove Route 2A again the next week. Same time. Same fog. He didn't see her. But at mile 42, his radio crackled. A voice, soft, familiar. You missed the turn. He pulled over, looked around. No one but his GPS rerouted to a cemetery. Asterisk. Ben followed it. The cemetery was empty. Just rows of stone. And one fresh grave. Emily, single quotes. He stood there for a long time. Then he whispered, "I'm sorry." The wind picked up. The fog thinned. And for a moment he saw her standing by the road, smiling. Asterisk. Some roads carry more than traffic. They carry memory, grief, and sometimes a passenger. Thanks for joining Sleepy Scares tonight. If you ever drive route to watch the fog. Listen for the silence. And if someone says you missed the turn, don't ask where it leads. Sleep softly. And if you like my content, please like and subscribe to my Sleepy Storytime channel. Asterisk. Also can write down in the comments what part of you are from. Also, if you have an idea for a urban legend asterisk scary story put from your area, please write the outline of it in the comments section, and maybe you will see your story on Sleepy Story asterisk.